Okay. Unboxing of, well, it's not going to be a surprise, is it? Because the title of the video tells you what it is. This is the Matt Gecko LED headlight for the Kawasaki Vulcan S. Probably my only ever unboxing video. Here goes. What's in the box? Another box. Discard that one. Okay, another box. It's, yeah, box shake. So, inside we have, oh, that is lovely. That, I'm just gonna take this film off so you can get a proper good look at it. Can you see that? Yeah, there's a bit odd with the reflection of the halo light, but okay, so on the rear, the adjusting screw would normally be here and here, and there aren't any, so this is not adjustable, or not adjustable in the same way that the normal Vulcan S, the stock Vulcan S headlight is. We have the main light connector, and we have the DRL, the daytime running light connector. Pretty much just the bare bones, so we're going to need to transfer a lot of the shell from the stock headlight to this one. Oh, this is going to look so cool. Okay, removing the Kawasaki Vulcan S headlight so that we can install the Matt Gecko LED headlight. First thing we need to do to remove the headlight is, there is a bolt on the front here and another one over on the other side, which I can't actually get to, but it's just here. Can you see that? So 5mm Allens to remove those. So let's start there. One. My shiny head in the way. And there is the other. Now, the headlight just lifts up and forward. Like so. Okay, so I need to try and move you somewhere. Let's just take a look at this first. So what we have in here, this is bad, I can't actually see the screen. Okay, what we have is your main bulb here, your DRL here, and in here is the connector for the DRL. So what we need to do is to remove the headlight bulb, which just pulls straight out. I really need to not do this while holding the camera. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove the headlight bulb, then I'm going to peel up the rubber sleeving here and disconnect the DRL. But I can't show you doing that because the headlight is actually just hanging on by the cables. So I need to do this and hold the headlight. There we go, that's the headlight connector disconnected. And then the DRL is just a clip-in. So I'm just going to balance that there for a second while I look. It is just a clip-in. So there we go. That's the DRL disconnected. And there we go. Kawasaki Vulcan with no eye. Okay, so now we need to basically get the glass bit out of this. So we need to remove the outer casing and much of the brackets and stuff, but I think we'll do that inside on a table. Okay, so the original headlamp. So we want to get the surround off first. Start off with Allen bolt in the bottom here. Okay, so 3mm Allen bolt. That out. Then I'm going to say that screwdriver, sorry, that screw. There are no instructions that come with this, so a lot of this is just guesswork. Just it just slots out like that. Then we have, looks like this bolt and this bolt and this bolt, and that should allow us to take this outer shell off. So that's too big, that'll be the right size. Yay, what a guess. So that's a 7mm 7mm bolts on the top here. Did I say there's one at the bottom? Again, 7mm bolt. Now, is that a push stud? Yep, that's a push stud. Okay, in the sides there is a push stud. You just gently prise them out. And there we go, we've got the outer shell off. Okay, now I want to take this part off. So this bolt and this bolt, again I'm going to guess 7mm. Yeah. So now we have this top bracket part off, and I'm going to take the DRL light out. There we go. We are going to use this because the DRL connector fits into that hole. You see that? Yeah, into there. Lots of people say it needs to be spliced. It actually doesn't. Okay, on the back of the Matt Gecko light, I was showing you that the adjusters weren't there on the back. These are the adjusters on your stock Vulcan S headlight. Up, down, left and right with those. Okay, now what do I need? Okay, I need to take out the rubber grommets here, here, here and here, which is probably going to be very much a pain. One out. Two out. Mark those as the side. And the bottom ones. Okay, there is two plastic lugs that go in. They're not plastic, they're metal. Sorry, there's two metal lugs that go into these bottom grommets, washers, whatever you want to call them. Okay, that's one out. If you can't see how I'm actually doing this, I'm pulling from underneath and then just pushing it in towards the hole, and that will just force it through. We need to take this bracket off the bottom. So again, 7mm bolt. And that should be it. So let's swap over the old light for the new. And basically we're just going to reverse the process. So let's see how easy these are to get back on. That one was easy enough. Try the next one. That seemed to go in. Let's put the metal bits back in. And now do the sides. Okay, so that's that side in. The next one. Okay, that's that one in. Okay, so now we're using Allen bolts for this bit rather than the bolts that we had. Use the ones that are supplied by the Matt Gecko headlight with the Matt Gecko headlight. And we'll reattach, so just fasten these in. Basically attaching this bit back on to the back of the Matt Gecko light. More. Allen's this time rather than the bolt. Okay, so Allen bolts in. Okay, so now we've got that, we can get the sides on. So, lining the lugs at the side with the push studs, pop it in, and line that over there, and the same thing on the other side. Line up the push stud, there we go. Oops. Those lined up, and we can put the bolts in just loosely to start with, so that we can make sure everything's lined up. And then on the bottom, right, so make sure this is all lined up. That's it. There it is. And put the bolt in. Just fasten it loosely, and then we can tighten everything up. Two on the top. Okey-doke. And now all we have left to do is to line up the top cover with the slots inside. Make sure it's all pushed in. Screw everything back together. So, big screw in the top. And little Allen bolt in the bottom. Okay, right, we have one last thing to do, and this is the answer to the question of whether you need to splice the wiring or not. Take your DRL from your original Kawasaki Vulcan S headlight, take the bulb out, you'll see that you have a red wire, again, you'll see you have a red wire and a yellow wire. Take your DRL, take the DRL wire from your Matt Gecko headlight and line up the pin, the red wire with the pin, with the red wire on the DRL socket. Oops. Plug it in. And it seems quite loose, so I'll probably put some tape around that before I fit it to the bike. But there we go. Everything is set up now, ready to go back on the bike. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap some electrical tape around that connector just to keep it connected, because it doesn't seem very tight. That will at least keep it. That will at least keep it connected. We hope. Okay. First thing we're going to do is to connect up the main light connector into the wiring for the headlight. Like so. And then we're going to, I'm just going to put that there, and we're going to connect up the daytime running light into its connector, making sure we've got the right side of the clip. It will only go in one way, but always good to check. There we go, that clicks in. So we've got that. More worried about the excess cabling. So I'm going to grab some cable ties. You see I've got cables hanging out. So I'm going to get some cable ties. Just going to cut that off. Okay, and now we can just push these down until the lugs go through the washers, the rubber grommet. Okay, and now we just need to get the bolts back in. And same for the other side. There we go. Oh, that is a pretty halo. So low beam, high beam, flash.